Hello to all my Fox Hallow fam. I'm Dave and welcome to Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. It's getting close to the holiday season here at Fox Hallow, so now's the time we like to feature traditional holiday flavors with a unique twist. Today we're going to make a recipe using a staple of the holiday season, the cranberry. Now cranberries are typically a little bit too tart to eat, so they're usually mixed with sugar and other flavors to kind of calm them down. Today we're going to make lemon cranberry pound cake using fresh cranberries and lemons. The result is moist and delicious and a perfect addition to your holiday table. So if you're ready, then let's have some fun. The first thing we're going to do in a small bowl here is we're going to take a cup and a half of flour, a quarter teaspoon of baking soda, and a quarter teaspoon of salt. And we're just going to whisk this together in our small bowl. I'm just using a fork for this, just to get them all together. And that's it, we're going to set this aside. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a stick of butter in our stand mixer here, a stick of butter that's been softened to room temperature, and a cup of sugar. And we're just going to beat these together until they're light and fluffy. Okay, that looks good, and we're going to move on to our next step. Next thing we're going to do here is beat in 2 eggs, a half a cup of Greek yogurt, get my spatula here, a half teaspoon of vanilla, and about a tablespoon of lemon zest, about 2 lemons. And we're going to whip these together. I'm going to scrape the sides here real quick. Make sure I get everything off of here. Scrape the sides and the bottom. That seems really good. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my dry ingredients from earlier, my flour mixture, just right on top there. We're just going to beat this together until it's just combined. That looks really good. That's our batter. We got one more step before we put it in the oven. The last thing we want to do here is I have about 3/4 of a cup of cranberries that I've tossed in flour. We're going to dump those in there. And we're just going to fold these in to our batter very gently. You don't want to actually break the cranberries, you just want to fold them in. Just to where they're good and mixed in there. And that's it. We're ready to put this in the oven. Alright, our final step here before we put this in the oven, we're going to put it in a loaf pan. Now that we got our batter ready to go here. This is a really thick batter. It's really stiff because it's a pound cake. We're going to get this all in here. Okay, and we're going to smooth this out, get it to all 4 corners. And there, that ought to do it. We're going to bake this at 350 degrees for 40 to 45 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean. cake is cooling, I'm going to make a glaze for the top. We're just going to start with 1 cup of powdered sugar. And to that I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice at a time until I have a glaze. And just stir this with a fork. Alright, that's perfect right there. And we're just going to drizzle this over the cake once it cools. Now I have the cake cooled, so I'm going to spoon my glaze over the top of it. That's it, looking good. And now for the best part, the taste test. I got a little piece here. That is so good. The cranberries are nice and tart. A little bit of lemon in there. You guys are going to love this. Wrapping up today, I want to thank you all for joining us and encourage you to check out our friends and support channels listed in the description below. But before I go, always remember, good times and good food on Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. We'll see you all soon.
If you like this video or any of our other videos,
Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned for future shows.